Hello, 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 and welcome to an awesome day on the Hoof GP. Today is New Crush Day. I, for one, can't wait.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
So yeah, after a couple of months wait, today is New Crush Day, where you guys finally get to see exactly what my new crush looks like. And I'm pretty sure it's not gonna look anything like what you guys think it will. Let's crack on with the day. First up, it's coffee time. Then it's Craig time. Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Graham.
By the way, Craig hates new things, so it's been stressing me out that he will moan about it.
I will moan about it very, very much so.
No offence, but I hate that hoodie, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate.
What a morning for a new crush. This time of year is amazing. There's not a breath of wind. The only annoying factor is... There's no annoying factor, I'm only joking. And here is the moment you've all been waiting for. Maestro, open the door. What? Why is it so dark in here?
In a world where cows need their hoofs trimmed, there can be only one true green machine. This is the KVK 801, and it is beautiful.
That's right, my new crush is a KVK, and it's an awesome KVK. I can't wait to get started, I really can't. But it's gonna be awesome. The foot position is what I'm looking forward to. And just look at it.
What do you think, Craig?
That is beautiful.
Did you get the hint with the hoodies? Which one's nicer, Craig? I like mine better.
I quite like the green, but I'm more of a black man myself.
Yeah, you definitely look better in the dark. So you'll see, this KVK is called an 801, and it's completely different to the Appleton. We'll not go into the reasons why I've got it right now, because I'll save that for a later date. It's on an Ivor Williams 14 foot long by 6 foot wide trailer. It's called a beaver tail.
And that
Is the new yoke. It's a Mitsubishi D-Max. It's only a 1.9, but believe it or not, it's got loads of grunt. Anyway, enough wanging on, we need to get to work and see if we can actually work this thing. Here we go!
Setting off for work on a Monday morning in a brand new set of wheels with an amazing new crush on the back of a shiny new trailer is an absolute dream come true for me. OGs of this channel will know that I started out making my own cattle crushes because I couldn't afford to buy one. I then worked my way up to second-hand crushes, and finally, with the help of YouTube and you amazing guys, got the Appleton Steel. I'm now in the fortunate position to have a KVK on the back of this Isuzu, and I can't wait to get to work. I feel like one of the luckiest people in the world to be doing what I do with the backing of all you amazing members of the herd. It's only a short 10-minute drive to this farm that we visit every 2 weeks. This is one of my long-term fantastic customers, and I absolutely love going here. We attend every 2 weeks and look after every cow's hoof health on the whole farm. It's really great to feel like part of the team when there's such a special team. Anyway, now we're there, it's time to get the KVK set up for the very first time. You'll notice how different setting up this crush is to setting up the Appleton, and it was something I was actually worried about. But it was completely pointless because setting up was a complete breeze. As you see, it didn't take long at all.
That wasn't bad at all, was it? Just need to get rid of the trailer, boots on and get ready.
This is Davy Boy. I never really put Davy Boy on camera.
Hey, the quality t-shirt you've got there, boy.
Like that?
That's nice.
Yeah, Davey likes it.
Nice side, like.
You can get these by clicking the link in the description as well. But you'll have to be quick because there's not that many, and I'm just about to give David his bird one. What size do you want?
Oh, 15XL, like.
Right, let's get set up and get on. Right, that'll be time for some cows then, I suppose.
Once we're set up and have the first cow in the crush, I actually throw the camera to the side and get on with the job in hand. The cows are the most important thing.
So as you can probably tell from my quick variation in hygiene, we've actually just trimmed about 35 cows. We're getting on alright. I reckon it'll take 2 or 3 weeks to get used to this crush.
The cows are our absolute priority when it comes to hoof trimming. I love making videos and I love the Hoof GP, but I love these cows even more, and that's why we didn't bother to film any of the first few cows we trimmed, because getting to grips with new machinery like this isn't straightforward. However, eventually we came across this cow, and I did crack the camera out so that we could film her feet, and I'm glad we did, because this is a seriously sore back left foot. If you look to the right hand side of the screen, you'll see she actually has a block on her right hand foot, and that's just because she had a bit of bruising that we wanted to make sure didn't turn into something serious. This left foot, however, has a lot of overburdening horn, which needs to be removed. You'll notice I'm kind of working my way down this crack. This is a crack in the white line where there's once been an infection. That infection then got a secondary infection of digital dermatitis and most likely tracked its way all the way back to the heel. This is an incredibly sore problem for the cow, and it's one that she can't overcome without our intervention. If you look closely at the corium, that kind of brown yellowy material is digital dermatitis growing on the exposed flesh. We've attached that green TP block using BoviBond to get this foot completely off the ground and hopefully initiate the healing process. I could just stop trimming right here, right now, and she would be more comfortable, but we need to get all of these little sharp and raggedy edges away from around the lesion, otherwise it'll never truly heal. That being said, she will need another visit so that she gets completely over this problem. And that is the trim finished, and we dress it with iodine, as we usually do. I actually started using iodine a few years ago when my grandfather mentioned that they used to use it to treat open wounds during the Second World War. He was a doctor and he explained all of the benefits for me. So, with a little bit of research and a little bit more knowledge from my grandfather, I began using it, and it completely transformed my results. This next cow is the perfect example of the majority of cows we treat at this farm. There is nothing wrong with her whatsoever. She just needs a little rebalance to make sure that nothing does go wrong with her in the future. That is the case for this back left foot, and it's also the case for this back right foot. 90% of the cows we treat every day have feet just like this. I tend to show the ones which have problems so that farmers know how to fix them better and you guys have something more interesting to watch. This to me is absolute beauty though. I love trimming these cows, and to me actually, they have the biggest value because we're stopping all of the problems before they even begin. This is the last cow of today's video, and she has a small little something stuck in her white line. Something which she needs our help to remove. And once we've done that, we're going to move on to foot number 2, which is a whole different kettle of fish. This cow's foot was seen a few weeks ago, and as you can see, she has a pedunculated corium. Pedunculated is a fancy word for meaning it extends down from the corium and is attached by a stalk of flesh. As you can see, it's protruding, it is sticking out of her foot. I need to thin out these sharp edges around about the ulcer so that it's not constantly being insulted and hurt by the raggedy hoof horn. By doing this and spraying it with iodine, hopefully the ulcer will shrink up and new hoof horn will begin to form over the ulcer. So I spray it with iodine and coat it in salicylic acid. That is to kill off the outer layers of the corium and allow new hoof horn to form in a protected environment.
Using anything new is stressful, so we're taking extra care and extra time to make sure that we don't damage anything or do anything wrong. Firstly, like cows. I don't actually just mean the crush. In fact, I mean the cows more than the crush.
All of these hydraulic crushes require their own special techniques and they have their own nuances. This crush is no different, and before we have the perfect day, we'll have a few imperfect ones. The more I use this crush, the more and more I'm going to grow to love it, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.